What is up, y'all? As y'all can see, we are ranking red flags in a black woman. Whether we want to talk about as a racial group, black Americans, Jamaican women, Haitian women, Trinidadian women, Dominican women, the actual black Dominicans, Afro-Latinos, African women all across the continent. As y'all can see, we have runaway tier, which is basically the biggest red flag of them all. Walk away tier, which is, it isn't extremely bad, but it's bad. Doesn't really matter, speaks for itself. Then we have kind of green, which means it's not really that much of a red flag, but it can be. And then we have actually a green flag, which speaks for itself. Now, before we even get started, I just want to say a disclaimer. Lots of y'all are not going to like what I have to say because most black people are compromised. Most of our relationship dynamics are basically ruined because we've been colonized. And my standards have changed over the years, but now, since I'm growing more, I just turned 24. My standards are really, really being set. Especially this year, I was in a relationship this year, and it really taught me about what I needed and what I don't need. So this tier list, we are basing it off of, do I believe women of today have the said trait that pops up? Why I think it's a red flag or not, and how likely it is in black women today. And by black women, I mean black American women, but it can be black women racially, but most of the time when I talk about black women, I'm talking about black American women because I'm a black American and black American women are the number one to me, so yeah. And we start off with wants to check your phone all the time. This is definitely runaway tier. I think it is very likely. And by the way, too, when I say black women, I mean mainly younger black women, women around my age. So really the youngest I'll go probably is 19. And the highest I'll go is probably 25 at this point. Because I don't think I need to be with any woman who is over 25. And I don't think they need to be with me either. So yeah, we're talking about younger women. Obviously, I'm not talking about older women. This is about the 19 to 25 range. And by the way, I need to say another disclaimer. This stuff in this list applies to all women, all races and ethnicities, especially the ones who are in America, whether it's immigrants or if you're the real Americans, meaning Native Americans, white Americans, not the white immigrants, the Ellis Islands, and the people who came after 1775. This is for the day one, the real Americans, Native Americans, white Americans, the 1775 and before white Americans, not the ones that we just call them American even though they just got here. Then we got black Americans, foundational black Americans. So this stuff applies to all women of all groups, but I'm not going to talk about them. So don't be in the comments on some black men say this, but when a white woman or this, we're not talking about them. I don't care about them. I really, really don't. And again, it don't mean they're ugly or if they're falling off a bridge, I'm just going to let it happen. But when it comes to relationships and who I want to be with, I don't care for white women. I don't care for Hispanic women. Don't care for Latino women, even though they have some of the most beautiful women on this planet. Asian women, same thing. So please don't do that thing. I know somebody going to do it anyway, but I just want to give the disclaimer. All of this stuff applies to all women of all racial groups and ethnicities, especially the ones in America. Do not forget that while watching this video, because I already know what this video can turn into. I know what these conversations can turn into, so yeah. Once you check your phone all the time, I lost track. I'm so sorry. It shows lack of loyalty. It shows lack of respect, because why are you checking my phone? You should trust your man. That's the whole point of being with a man. You're with a man. A man, you're going to trust his word, because most of the time, he's going to be consistent, especially when it comes to loyalty to you. And checking your phone, it's never good, because whether you don't find something, you're still going to be suspicious. And if you do find something, it's just going to turn into an argument. It's going to turn into something bad. So it's never really good. It's never a good thing. If any girl wants to check your phone, period, she has to be gone. Whether it's in your sleep or she even asks you, that means she doesn't trust you. That means she doesn't believe in your word as a man. And you shouldn't be with a woman like that because she don't trust you. So that means there's not going to be a balance and the relationship is going to be off. Then we got types in all lowercase. This is kind of bad. It's kind of low class, especially if you're a grown woman. Why are you typing in all lowercase? You definitely are on the internet too much. I'm sure that's somewhere in here. Now, do women of today do this? Yes, it is very, very likely. Lots of women type in lowercase, and it's because women are followers. They do what other women do. They do what their friends do. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff in this video. I'm so glad I made this video because I don't really have to speak on this again, or anytime soon at least. And I don't know, just typing in all lowercase, it's just something about it. It's just childish. It's just low class. Because y'all don't know me, but I've been doing this for years. If you text me, I speak in full, complete sentences. Capitals, periods, commas, I don't know. I've just been doing it for a very, very long time. Then we have makes you cut off friends. This is a runaway tier because as a man, why are you letting your woman even determine, like she doesn't set the standard. You set the standard as a man, so you're not gonna tell me to cut off my friends. And the fact that she has to even tell you that anyway shows you probably have a bad friend group. And I don't know, something about that just gives off masculine, because why are you telling me to cut off my friends? And you're probably weak anyway, because if a woman is telling you to cut off your friends, you probably have a bad friend group and unproductive friend group, and you're probably unproductive or weak or fat or no ambition, no bread, no confidence, no like you don't have any of the tangibles of what it means to be a man. You know what? This isn't really that bad. It is walk away tier though. It is bad. It's just not too bad. Then we have a car fanatic. I don't really care for cars. I only really care about one car, and that's my dream car, and I'm planning to get that probably next year. Actually, no, not even probably. I'm gonna have it next year. Definitely gonna have it next year. Now, this is masculine. I'm sorry. If you're a car fanatic, you're very, very masculine. Do women of today do this? Yes. I don't think it's super duper likely. Probably like a 20% type of situation. It's not really that bad, but I don't like that. You're a car fanatic. You like to go to car shows. You're obsessed with cars and customizing cars. Like that's very masculine. Compares you with her ex. That is the biggest red flag ever. I'd say 90%, even though they don't say it. Lots of them are comparing you with your ex, but I'm sure they mean this in a sense of, my ex did this. My ex, that is terrible. I've actually never went through that. That is like crazy. Like throwing the ex in your face, that's wild. And that shows you she isn't over him. So if she isn't over him, why are you with her? Then we have always responds with I don't care. I mean, this is pretty bad. If you're just always responding with I don't care, I mean, low effort. You literally are saying that you don't care, so dresses for more than your eyes. Let's talk. We need to talk. Do women of today do this? Hell yes. And when I say hell yes, I mean capital H, capital E, capital L, capital Y, capital E, and a capital S. Probably 4 S's at the end. This is so common. Dudes don't even realize it. Like, the standard of what it means to dress modestly is so bad that a short tight dress is seen as modest today. The average woman wears gym girl clothes, and I'm sure that's in this list. We're going to talk about that later. Let's be real. The average woman dresses promiscuous. And this is really something that you need to think about, right? If a woman is dressing a certain way and she's single, I don't really have a problem with it, even though that's still a little crazy because you're leading with appearance, and mainly it's sexual appearance. They're not leading with, hair and dressing modestly. They're dressing promiscuously, and they make sure they have a nice face, lip gloss, probably makeup. If she's a black woman, probably a wig, weave, fake hair. And that's no diss to people with fake hair. That's just me being honest. And no, I don't hate black women. I just know there's somebody like I know it's some feminist, misandrous black woman just watching this video, just waiting for something to complain about. Just waiting. Just waiting. It's calling me a misogynist, that I hate black women, which is that's the complete opposite of the truth. Completely false. But biker shorts, leggings, tight dresses. And if you're single, it's like, okay, it's still kind of bad, but they will be with a man. They will be with their boyfriend, still just wearing the tightest shit ever. And no, it's not about, oh, black women have bigger butts. Even if you have no butt, they still dress the same way. Like, why do people act like there's not women who aren't thick? This isn't about you being thick and showing your ass. Even if you're thick, you can dress modestly. Nobody is saying that you have to make sure your ass doesn't look big. If it looks big, if your ass is fat, it's going to look fat in anything you're in. But it's still about intention. It's about dressing a certain way. How I look at it, it's like a girl posting on Instagram, right? The women who don't post on Instagram, they all have men. The woman who is single posts all day. If you really, really pay attention, women will get a boyfriend, get married, and they disappear from social media because what? They're satisfied. When they're not satisfied, they're still posting on Instagram every day. They're still dressing a certain way. They're not dressing presentable because they're not satisfied. And because lots of men are weak, have no standards, are SIMPs, and they don't have integrity. They don't have integrity, so they're just gonna go for it, and she could wear what she wants, like, bro. Or the insecure thing, which is really just a tactic used against men to allow promiscuity. There's a lot of shaming tactics that go into being masculine in 2026. But yeah, dressing for your eyes, that is very common. I would say 90% of women, period, and 90%, I'll say 90% of black women, bro, dress for more than your eyes. They're either in biker shorts. It's like the essentials. It's either a tight dress, and it's supposed to be modest, which is really not modest. You're just trying to kind of change the standard of what it means to be modest, which is to make it more promiscuous. It'll be a tight dress or a short dress, leggings, biker shorts, gym shorts, gym pants. Like, it's all the same. It's so rare to see a woman who wears a modest dress or modest clothes, modest pants. They aren't tight pants, aren't tight denim jeans, tight skinny jeans to make her butt look big. And I understand it to a certain extent because y'all are women. The focus is on beauty. But think about it. You're leading with sexual appearance. You're not leading with femininity, because these women also have patterns of not being feminine. The women who dress for more than your eyes most likely are masculine women. Or if they aren't masculine, they're just bad people. They're bad women. They're unbearable. And it's just sad how likely this is. And it's all around bad. It's disloyal. She's not for you. She doesn't want you. She might be using you for now, but she doesn't want you. If she's dressing for more than your eyes, that means she's not satisfied, because if she was satisfied, she would stop dressing like how she dressed. But then again, dudes keep cuffing women who dress a certain way, which is really their fault too. So it's like, it's kind of a 50-50 thing. Like, it's your fault because you keep cuffing these women who dress like promiscuous women. And then the promiscuous women keep getting chased by all these weak men. Black men need to stop being perverts. Black women need to stop being promiscuous, because this is so out of hand. It's really, really bad. It's really bad out here. It's really, really bad. Not for me. I don't get with women who dress like that. Never have, never will. And I don't have a problem with women dressing sexy, right? That's not a problem. It's just your everyday attire is basically promiscuous clothing. Like, let's look at their 7 days a week. There's 7 days in a week, right? 6 days out of 7, they most likely dress promiscuous, if not 7 days out of 7. It should be one day you dress sexy, and that should be either at home, you're going out on a date with your man, and it's for your man. It shouldn't be 6 days out of 7, you dress like a hoe. It shouldn't be how you dress on an everyday basis, especially if you're in a relationship. Like, it's so obvious you're not satisfied. It's so obvious. It's so obvious. And it's like, I don't know how men don't see this. I see men with women all the time, and that their women dress like hoes. And they really think they're loyal to them. Because they either said so, they're married to them, they have a baby by them. Excuse me. She doesn't really want you. She might want you, but she don't really see you as that dude. Because if she did, she wouldn't be dressing like that, because she'll be leading with femininity. And dressing like a 304 is not leading with femininity. That's leading with promiscuity. And I need to move on to the next one, because I could go on about this for years. Overly quirky isn't that bad. It doesn't really matter. It kind of means the girl likes you. What does quirky mean again? I guess. Oh, if they look like this, then I'm good. Hell nah. Yo ass chopped. You chizopped. Not even chopped. Chizopped. Hell nah. What the hell is that? Yeah, nah. I'm good. TikTok user. I'm not gonna lie. This is bad. TikTok. Actually, TikTok isn't bad. It's just the algorithm is bad. The algorithm, especially when it comes to women. What do they watch? Dating shows, drama, especially 18 to 25 black women. It's some like female rapper content, some relationship, messy stuff. So TikTok really isn't that bad. It's just what they watch. And most women on TikTok watch a whole bunch of BS that doesn't really matter, that doesn't help them become a better woman. So, I don't know. Using TikTok isn't that bad, but the likelihood of it being used in a bad way is very high. Always needs a new iPhone. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I mean, if you're that much of a consumer that you need a new iPhone every time it drops, like, you're obviously just an idiot. Excessive jealousy. Oh, man. This is really, really bad. Now, do women of today do this? Hell yes. And it's in so many ways that we don't realize. We think it's about just, oh, this girl looked at you and why'd you act this certain way with this girl? Like, it's not even just about that. This will prove if a woman is jealous or not, and it's very simple. And I know this isn't popular to say because, again, we have been colonized. Black people don't even realize black men are practitioners of polygyny. Like, this is who we are in nature. This is our nature. But we have been so buck broken, we have been so shamed out of polygyny that nobody believes in it anymore. Like, if you go to your girl, you go to your woman, you go to any woman, period, any black woman, and you tell her you want to be polygynous, she's going to go off on you. She's not going to accept it. 95% of them are not going to accept it. And that's because they're jealous. They don't care about family, because that's what polygyny is about. And no, I'm not talking about being polygynous from the perspective of just having sex with a whole bunch of women, because polygyny is really about taking the workload off of the woman and building families and building legacies and having strong black families so you can build a community. A huge majority of them are not going for it because they're thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about the family. They're thinking about competition. Even though polygyny is not about competition, it's about family. And polygyny, and this is a conversation for another day, polygyny will help women because lots of women are stressed out from raising a kid, having to feed it, having to do all of these things. But if you have your other wife right there with her, the workload is going to be way easier. There's going to be so much stress that's going to be off of her. She doesn't have to wake up every day at 3 a.m. Like, it could work in so many ways. And again, I don't say polygyny in the name of I have 4 wives and I have sex with all of them and it's about having fun. I mean, genuinely building families and building like legacy. And we used to be on this 24/7. If you look up history, ancient, um, if you look up ancient African history, this is what black people as a race have always done. You know, when we stopped doing it, when we started interacting with Europeans, got colonized by Europeans, and in America, white people run this country, polygyny is not popular, even though it's technically nature because most women anyway go for the top of the top. And the top of the top is fucking with many women, more than one. So it's like they all believe it. They just don't want to really live by it. Like they all know that by nature, especially black men are polygynous because black men are the original men. Black women are the original women. But we live by white people's standards. White people said polygyny is bad, so we don't believe in polygyny anymore. And it's genuinely sad. And I could talk about this for days. It is genuinely sad. Like, look at this. Mind you, this is the original man. This nigga is African as hell. Shamseddin Giwa. That is the most African name I've ever seen. Probably West African. You cannot force polygyny on a wife who doesn't want to be in it. Guarantee the country. I hope this isn't him saying it. Let's say that he said this. Guarantee the country he's from was colonized. He probably Nigerian. And it was colonized by white people, which is why he thinks this way now. Like, women will never understand how much polygyny will benefit them. For example, women like to go grocery shopping. Most men, especially productive men, masculine men, we don't want to go to the store unless we absolutely have to, right? But if you have polygyny, you got 2 or 3 wives, she can go with her wife. Women love talking to people, love being interactive. She can talk to the second wife. She can go to the grocery store with the second wife. They can go get flowers and do all the girl stuff that men don't want to do with the other wife. Instead of her single friends who just gossip and watch BS all day. Like, it will be way better. But that's a conversation for another day. It is sad. It's sad how we don't believe in this anymore. It's so sad, bro. Like, we do not realize how much we are brainwashed and how much white people have just destroyed us, bro. Like, to the point where you go to a black woman and she not even going, her brain is not even going to think anything close of being polygynous. It's crazy. And mind you, I don't even think every single man should be polygynous. You know, everyone isn't built for it. I don't even know if I'm built for it. But I'm saying just the practice of it itself is just, like, it will bring so much benefit. Like, look at this, to build stronger families. That's the whole point of it. But, yep, it got ripped out of us. And now if you say it to a black woman, she ain't fucking with it. Then we got spends too much money. I think this is common, especially spending too much money on unnecessary stuff. For example, you already have hair on your head. Most black women don't want to use the hair on their head because they're ashamed of the hair on their head. So you spend hundreds of dollars on extra hair instead of using the hair on your head. Same thing with the nails. We all have natural nails, but you spend extra money on nails to put on top of your real nails. Same thing with the feet. Same thing with the makeup. So it's like, this is very common. Most women spend too much money, especially on stuff that doesn't matter and that they don't need. But especially black women, because there's lots of insecurity. We live in a white supremacist world that says blackness is ugly. So we will do whatever it takes to cover up our blackness, our black features. And it's just a lack of self-love. And there's nothing wrong with spending money. It's just spending money on unnecessary stuff is ridiculous. You cannot be with a woman who does that, and she shouldn't even be managing the money anyway. And this is the same thing with this, Botox, fillers. Black women don't do this anyway, so this don't even apply to black women. But I ain't gonna lie, this is really bad. Yeah, this is terrible. You are changing your actual natural body. Like, it's already bad enough, you know, fake hair or whatever. Nails, you know, you could rip that off, but you can't rip off a BBL. You can't just rip off lip fillers And good thing black women don't do this. It's not talked about enough, but man, every woman wants to be like a black woman today in so many ways. And I could go on and on about it. Whether you want to talk about the clothes, the swagger that they have, the way that they do things, the lip gloss, the jewelry, the ways of doing hair, the edges, the eyelashes. Like, it's so crazy. And these will be the most anti-black white people, Asian people, Hispanic, Latino, even African and black Caribbean people you will ever meet. But all they do is copy black American women. It's insane. Oh my God, it's insane. But yeah, Botox fillers, surgery. I mean, come on now. Do I even have to explain? Same thing with the OnlyFans account. Do I even have to explain? I don't have to explain. Gaslighting. This is very common. The average woman is a gaslighter. That's just what they do. They don't operate in structure and morality. And I'm not saying that women are like evil people, but they're not the ones to establish standards and structure. And if you don't get what I'm saying, I don't know how to explain it to you, but that's just what it is. That's the difference between men and women. Women gaslight in so many ways. It's insane. If you ain't sharp, you cannot see it. I see it every time. And they're so smart too, because they prey on you being weak. Lots of women prey on weak men. And women, even if you're not a weak man, they're still going to try to gaslight you. It just isn't going to be as extreme like they do a weak man. I've seen so many men get gaslighted. I've been gaslighted before. It's very, very common. I damn near say 99% of them going to gaslight you. And it's really just levels. Like, there's the super extreme, super evil gaslighting, and then there's just natural gaslighting, because that's just what women do, bro. It's part of the game. Now, this isn't really runaway tear. I ain't going to lie. Yeah, I'm going to just put this here. Then we have loud chewing. Very, very low class. Why are you chewing loud? Just chew with your mouth closed. It's really that simple. Constantly tries to take pictures of you. I mean, this is kind of bad, because clearly you're trying to do it for social media. I don't think any woman who is trying to take pictures and she loves taking pictures, again, it's kind of like the dress is for more than your eyes. You're doing this for an Instagram feed so your family, your homegirls, or even some nigga that you actually like sees this and gets jealous. So I don't really like that. Now, if you're trying to take pictures and this is just genuine and we're keeping the pictures, I guess, but constantly doing it is kind of out of hand. I don't really like taking pictures. If you ask me for a recent picture, I can't even remember the last time I took a picture. I just don't take pictures. Then we have septum piercing. Runaway. I don't know if y'all heard about the septum piercing theory, but it might be real. It might be real. 99% are combative, masculine, probably LGBT, don't respect men, are a feminist. It's nothing good that comes out of it. Nothing good. I absolutely despise septum piercings. And, you know, there's potentially a woman who could be cool with the septum piercing. Obviously, it isn't in absolute. It's not like, oh, she has septum piercing and she automatically is a certain way. You know, you could still find a good woman with a septum piercing, but we're just talking about likelihood. And it is so likely. When I say so likely, it's so likely that a woman with a septum piercing, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. Same thing with tattoos. Tattoos are so masculine, and it's so sad that this is just so normal. Like, this is so normal. Tattoos are masculine. I'm sorry, bro. If you ain't out here banging, I don't think you should have tattoos as a man or a woman. Like, I think it's weird, and usually the women who get tattoos usually get thigh-ass tattoos. It's the same thing. The flower on the shoulder, the sleeve, the little thing right here with the Roman numerals, the thigh tattoo, the back tattoo. You are a complete thigh. They get complete thigh. This little whatever, they'll have like a flower or something right here. Red flag, man. Red flag. The thigh tattoo on the side. What else they be having? It's just, it be the same repetitive tattoos. Oh, the behind the ear one. Like, it be so outplayed. Like, I done seen this too many times. Or the hand one. It'll be something on the hand. It's like, y'all be having the same tattoos. And I don't like tattoos. I don't have tattoos, so I just, I don't know. If you ain't banging, I don't think you should be wearing tattoos. Especially as a woman, man. That's so, like, masculine. That's so masculine. Why do you have tattoos as a woman, bro? You have to compare all of these to the black women of the 60s. Would they do all of this stuff? Probably not. And that's when you know, because the 70s, that was when black people were the blackest. That's when we were in black neighborhoods, Black Wall Street, for example, Oscarville, operating in black cities, black values, black beliefs, for the most part. We still had some of the stuff that we were colonized with, but most of the time it was black, man. Black families. Unlike today's, which how we get all these red flags in the first place. If there was a tier list in the 70s, none of this stuff would even be on here. And that's because times have changed. And not really times have changed. Really, women have changed. And men have changed too. Men have gotten weaker. Men have gotten fatter. Men have lost ambition. Lots of men don't want to do anything. Lots of men don't want to be anything. Lots of them can't even look a man in his eyes. And next we have single mom. No. Now, you can find a woman who's a single mom, and it can work out, but the likelihood is slim to none. Slim to none. Why are you taking care of another man's kids? I don't know. But it really depends on how good the woman is, but still, it's just, I never could do it. I couldn't do it. Then we got too much makeup, red flag. Makeup, period, is a red flag. Definitely if you got too much on. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta run away. Too much makeup really will take you down a couple notches for me. Then we got can't cook. Bad. Can't cook, probably masculine, probably don't respect men, probably don't know what men want. And yeah, that never goes out well. And it sucks, right? And I really want you to think about this. Black women, right? And again, this is women in general. Most black women have had sex with more men than men that they've cooked for. And it's all about indoctrination at the end of the day, because anything that I'm talking about when it comes to negativity or anything about black women, it's not because that's just how black women are and they come out this way in genetics. No, it's about influence. It's so many things that are attacking black people, black men and black women. We both get attacked in different ways. And black women today are indoctrinated to basically be feminist. Don't cook for a man, or if you do it when y'all get married or when y'all are serious, which is so stupid, because they want you to do all the manly things before y'all get married and before y'all are serious. But she's not doing the feminine things until y'all get married. Like, it's backwards, right? Girls will have 10 bodies, right? 10 sexual bodies, but they have no cooking bodies. Think about that. They have more sex bodies than cooking bodies. That's sad. That's not good. You have more men that you've had sex with than men you've cooked for. They'll have sex with 10 men and only cook for 2. That's not good. And that shows you what you value. That shows your value system. You value giving it up more than cooking for a man, which is actually what will keep men. Because lots of women, you can get them to have sex with you. That's not hard. All you got to do is go on the side of the road and hold your thumb out. But keeping them, retaining them, finding a woman who can cook is so mandatory. It's so mandatory because it says so much about her. Like, it's not even just about get in the kitchen and cook for your man. Like, it's so much that goes into cooking. So much care, so much respect, so much femininity. It shows how much she respects herself and how much she respects you. Like, it says so much. Lots of women don't cook. They want to go out to eat. They want to go to some random place instead of cooking at home, in a home which should be your comfort and where you build relationships, not at a random restaurant where random people serve you and random people cook your food. It's a messed up game, man. Does not clean up after herself, obviously not good. Extremely indecisive. This is actually a green flag because you're not supposed to make decisions anyway. That's what your man is for. So this isn't really a bad thing. And women are indecisive anyway. It's not really a bad thing. That's just who they are, man. That's just not how they're designed. So it's actually a green flag. If you have a woman who's indecisive, I mean, that's she's supposed to depend on you for to make decisions, especially hard decisions, not literally every single decision, which lots of people who reject, balanced masculine and feminine relationship dynamics, they always like go to extremes. Like, oh, your man's supposed to make a decision, so if he decides to ride the car off the road, then he should just do it because he's a man. Like, obviously not, bro. Obviously not. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that anyway. And that's not what a man would do, because a man is not going to do something crazy like that because you're in control of your emotions. You don't make dumb decisions like that. But yeah, being extremely indecisive is really a green flag if we really want to get technical. No motivation in life, low key, is a green flag. Because motivation, I don't want to say that. Because no motivation means you don't have no motivation to be a good woman. So that's really bad too. Yeah, that's actually bad. Cause like, no motivation, that's basically no will to provide. That's how I thought about it at first, and that's what men are supposed to do. And again, a woman can, make money and still be a good woman, but it's just, we all know it's not likely, bro. Women who make money, they instantly be turning masculine most of the time. Instantly become unbearable, instantly become unruly, instantly just become just terrible. So it's one of the guys, no. Hell no. Trust issues, And again, she's supposed to trust who you are as a man. If your girl does not trust you, she don't see you as that dude. Because if you were that dude to her, she's going to trust every word you say. There's not going to be questioning. There's not going to be back talk. There's not gonna be doubt. You don't need a woman like that anyway. Believing in you, having faith in you. Lots of people don't really talk about that. Trust issues, we always think of, is he gonna cheat on me or is he not gonna cheat on me? When it's not just about that. It gets even deeper than that. Same thing with being controlling. Bad. And this is very, very likely. Most women are controlling. It's just lots of people don't know. Lots of people don't know how it works. So, man, the levels, it's like gaslighting. Like, it's so many ways that I don't know where to start. I really, really don't know where to start. Then we got very secretive. What are you keeping secrets for? Doesn't respect boundaries. Obviously, get out the way. Doesn't like when you're with friends. This is basically just you being jealous, which, again, that's a mix of not trusting you, not trusting your word, and you're probably weak anyway because you're probably with bad friends. But mostly this is just jealousy, and it's like, why are you even jealous in the first place, especially if I'm with my own friends? And it's just very self-centered, because I don't have a problem with a woman being with her friends, especially if they're good women, because lots of women have dog shit friends. Their friends are terrible. Friend groups are terrible. Thoughts, they want to go out and party, they want to go on girls trips, and basically just do all the feminist, liberal white women goals and bullshit. So only has male friends, self-explanatory. I don't even like you smiling at a nigga, talking to a nigga, responding to a nigga. That's just especially if you only have male friends. Nah, something's wrong with you. Like, this is really a non-negotiable. If you only have male friends, that's weird. That's very, very weird. Constantly puts you down. This is terrible. Because you're not supposed to be with a woman who is putting you down. You don't need to be with a woman, like, she has to be putting you up at all times. Her faith, her beliefs have to be in you all the time. There's no reason your woman should be trying to put you down. Like when you're at your confident self, when you're confident, when you're feeling yourself, your woman should be hyping you up because she's an extension of you anyway. So there's no way possible I'll be with a woman who puts me down. And that's in any type of way. Soon as I get that little seed of you trying to put me down, it's over. That's not. Don't condone it at all. Doesn't take interest in your hobbies. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually a green flag. And let's have a conversation. I don't know why people have gotten the game fucked up. Men and women aren't supposed to be doing the same things. And this is that colonization. This is that feminist, liberal, white woman bullshit that made its way to the black community. It started with some black woman at a civil rights, whatever. Some white girl sneaked into the civil rights movement, started talking to her. Men need to be more like women. It just slowly, year after year, started slowly getting to now where you have to do everything with your woman. Your woman goes to the gym with you. Your woman, you go with her to get her nails done. Like that shit is hell nah, bro. And I've done like lots of this stuff that I'm ranking. I've learned from experience. She's not supposed to take interest in your hobbies, and you're not supposed to take interest in hers. You're a man. She's a woman. Y'all should not be doing the same stuff. But that's that whole men and women are the same. Men need to be more feminine. She's a what they be calling it, divine masculine woman, like alpha woman. Just anything a woman can do, a man can do. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Now, she can support your hobbies and all that stuff, but like doing them with you and stuff like that, that's just, one, we need alone time as men anyway. Two, it's just men and women aren't the same. We should not have the same hobbies. We should not be doing every single thing together. That's what weak men do. If you do that as a man, you are weak, bro. For example, you're playing sports with your girl, you're going to the gym with your girl. That's a masculine thing. Your woman shouldn't even be there in the first place. Or if she's going getting her hair done and her nails done, you should not be there, bro. You should not be there. That's why polygyny comes in. That's why polygyny comes in. But we ain't gonna talk about that no more. Then we have daddy issues. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yes, that's never good. Germaphobe. I ain't gonna lie, this is actually a green flag. That would show that she's very clean. Opposite culture. It doesn't really matter. As long as she's a good woman, it does matter, but it's like, I mean, if I find an Asian woman, a white woman, she gotta be really good, bro. Being with a white woman, I just couldn't, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Even a Hispanic, because most of the Hispanics in America are white Hispanics. So it's like, them too. Like, I see y'all as white people, because technically y'all are white. Y'all are Spaniards. Especially the white Hispanics. So, opposite culture, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta really be a good woman, bro. You have to really, really be a good woman. And you can't be anti-black. And you can't be racist. You know, your family could be potentially racist. Maybe. But then again, you should be following your man anyway. So honestly, we're gonna have to cut your family off. Your family gonna have to be done. Because I'm not gonna have a kid with an Asian woman or a white woman, a Hispanic woman, a Latino woman, and then we gotta deal with your racist ass family, and you treating my kid a certain way. Not doing it. But yeah, if she's really, really a good woman, and she isn't a black American woman, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's just, I just don't see it. And she has to understand black Americanhood. She has to understand anti-blackness and how this white supremacist world works. And she has to not be anti-black her damn self, which is not likely. If you're dating a white woman, if you're dating a Hispanic, if you're dating an Asian, they're most likely anti-black 90% of the time. No oral, meaning she doesn't get down on her knees. I ain't gonna lie, that's a runaway. If you ain't doing that, you don't really fuck with your man. And I know that for sure. Cause a girl that like you, she gonna get down, she gonna get on her knees, and she gonna go crazy. Crazy, sloppy, blowing bubbles. It's going to happen. If your girl tells you that she doesn't do that, she don't like you, bro. She don't like your ass. Then we have ratchet friends. This is a runaway tier. It's so sad how many black women will never find or keep a good man because of their friends. The friends influence so much. Just bullshit into these women's minds. It sucks. It really, really sucks seeing it. It really sucks seeing it. Lots of friends ruin black women's relationships, their mindsets when it comes to how they feel about men, because it's a misery loves company thing. Lots of black women, their friends ain't shit. Gossiping, can't keep a man, jealous of their friends when they do find a good man, always telling them to leave them. It's just, it's bad. It really is bad. I think this is very likely. Most women in general don't have good friend groups because most women today are indoctrinated, especially black women, because black women are indoctrinated by white liberal women in the feminist movement. So if you do anything, they're gonna tell her to leave you, which is terrible because they don't know anything about the relationship. Then women don't tell the full story anyway, and they just want to see you crumble. So like they don't help them at all. They don't help them become better women. They just go out to the club, they drink, they party, they hoe around, and it's a misery loves company bubble. They all hate men, have all these negative feelings about men, talk shit about men, but at the same time fuck men, get slutted out by men. It's terrible. Then we have illiterate. If you're illiterate, I mean, easy red flag. Contact with ex, even if it's frequent, easy red flag. Why are you talking to your ex? Partying, easy red flag. There's no point of partying. You're definitely promiscuous, hands down. No questions about it. Then we have designer brands only. I mean, it's the same thing as spending too much money. You're just being a consumer for no reason. Dyed hair. Oh, man. This is... Let's have a conversation. We don't talk about the dyed hair thing enough, right? Because lots of women with dyed hair, their hair will be natural. So it's like, if it isn't straightened out, if it isn't a wig or weave or fake hair, even when they do have their hair, they're either trying to make it 4A, 4B, like anything that's not 4C and 4D. Like they try to make it more, like basically make it less black. They're trying to curl it. And what curls means is just making it look less 4C. They don't take care of the 4C. They're trying to curl it all the time, make it look curly, which really means to look biracial. Let's be really, really honest. The whole curling hair thing just means trying to look biracial, which means less black. The hair thing, it's so many conversations when it comes to black women and their hair and what it means to be natural, what it doesn't mean. And it's so fucked, bro. Like even when it's natural, they'll dye it. And dye hair it's never good. It's kind of like a septum ring. Like women who have dye hair, definitely on the feminist side. Definitely, I mean, it's not as bad as a septum piercing. It's not close. But it's in that realm. It's like a realm of things. Like all of this stuff and the walk away and run away, it's all a realm. It's like a Venn diagram. Like it's all in the same bubble. And dyed hair, it's a lack of self-love. It's not your real hair color. Even if it's your natural hair, it's still not your hair color. So technically, it's still not natural. And I love how, especially the ones with blonde hair, you don't think it's ironic that your hair is just dyed blonde. You didn't dye it blue. You didn't dye it purple. You didn't dye it pink. You didn't dye it red. You just dyed it blonde. And you think that doesn't have anything to do with you seeing whiteness as superior. I just don't believe that. Blonde, oh, it looks good on me. There's no such thing as a blonde black person. There's 100%, not 90%, not 99, 100%. If you see a black woman and her hair is dyed blonde, she is a white supremacist. She wants to be a white woman, whether she wants to admit it or not. She wants to be a white woman. Same thing if she dyes her hair like kind of like reddish because she wants to look like the Irish white woman. Your hair is not red. Most black people's hair is not red. Unless you're biracial, which means you're not black. You're black and blank. You can still find a good woman who dyes her hair. It doesn't mean you're a bad woman, but it does mean there's a lack of self-love and self-respect to a certain extent. And if your hair is dyed, I just don't trust it, especially if your hair is dyed blonde. Black women with blonde dyed hair, I do not trust none of them. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. If it came down to it, you would kill black people, especially black men, because they really want to impress white men. If we really want to get deep, if you were falling off a building and a white man was falling off a building, and I'm speaking to black men, she would pick the white man. I guarantee. The women who have their hair dyed blonde, they're going to pick the white man first. If both of you are falling from a skyscraper, hanging on the edge, saying, save me, she's going to pick the white man. 100%. 100%. All of them. If your hair is dyed blonde as a black person, you hate yourself. No, I don't want to hear the whole style. And no, I don't believe in that, bro. I don't believe in that. Because if that was the case, they will be mimicking our hair, and they do mimic our hair. Trust me, I know that. But it's not close. And again, it's not y'all's fault. I understand why it's a thing. But we not finna act like y'all are not white supremacists and y'all don't hate yourselves. And we're saying that so it can change. So you can understand where this comes from, so you can take action to change it. So it's like 8 out of 10 black women either straighten their hair, the hair is fake. And it's like are we not acting like there aren't 4C wigs? Like let's really get deep. Let's look up wigs. Watch, it's gonna be white people's hair. Yup, white people's hair. White people's hair. White people's hair. White people's hair. Or that's like Brazilian. That's still like technically white. White people's hair. White people's hair. So we're gonna act like 4C wigs don't exist? That's because y'all hate y'all damn hair. You could easily have a wig like this. If it's so hard to manage, protective styles, all these excuses. Why is nobody ever wearing a wig like this? This looks perfect. Even though it's fake, at least you're still staying in the same racial category. I respect that way more than this. This is not respectable, bro. And again, this could be a good woman. I'm not disqualifying her from being a good woman. It's just, this says something. This says something. Straighten your hair out all the way. Like you couldn't have a wig like this. You could easily have a wig like this. So that's how you know it's a lie. It's an excuse. Like you hate your hair. So it's like 8 out of 10 either have a wig, some type of weave, some type of fake hair, and if they don't, the hair is dyed. If it is their actual hair, it's dyed. It's curled, which means let me make my hair look more biracial and less 4C, 4D, my natural hair texture. It's straightened out. It's permed out. Silk pressed out. Fried to the damn crisp. To the point where even if you tried to have 4C hair, you can't because you just been French frying your hair for years. Baking it, frying it like some damn chicken. Like it's a soul food restaurant. Trust me, I know it can sound crazy, especially if you're dumb and you don't think, you don't have complex thinking, especially when it comes to blackness, because black people for the most part are not gonna go into these deep conversations because nobody really wants to say the truth. White woman usually copies things that aren't the hair. You know, white women, Asian women, Hispanic, they don't copy black hair. You know, for the most part, they do. Especially Hispanic women, they love doing the braids that black women do. They steal it from black women. Asian and white women, they keep their hair straight. You don't ever see them, they'll wear the lip gloss, they'll wear the rings and the earrings and the jewelry and the clothes that black women wear, and the lip fillers to make their lips look bigger, and certain lipstick and lip gloss to make their lips look bigger. But the hair is where they stop. Because everybody knows at the end of the day, everyone sees white hair as superior, as the standard. Yes, you will see a white woman with braids. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but when it comes to hair, 8 out of 10 black women are going to not have their natural hair. 80% of them, if you ask me an estimate, are going to have some type of, 20% are going to have hair like this. It's not made to look like something else. This is just 4C hair. This is what it looks like. 20% of them are going to fall into that category. My hair's not dyed. It's not straightened out. Even with this pick, I don't pick my hair all the way out to straighten it out. I pick out the root. That's it. I don't pick it out. So you still have the 4C going on right here. And if I don't have that, I have braids, which is a black hairstyle. White and the Asian woman, they don't touch that hair. They'll steal everything from black women, but that hair, they keep it at that. Because everyone looks down upon black hairstyles when it comes to racial groups. The only people who really, really appreciate black hairstyles are black people. Africans, Caribbeans, black Americans. Those are the only people. Overall, dye hair, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. It's basically the same way I view fake hair. It's not it. And it's just, especially the blonde, man. The black woman with blonde hair, bro, red flag. Actually, I'm going to put this in runaway tier. Because let's be honest, most of the hair dye is the blonde. Ooh, and we don't talk about this enough, man. Especially the immigrants. This is a little side rant. Immigrants that come to America, I see a pattern of blonde hair. It's so obvious. Y'all come here to be white, bro. I'm going to make a video on immigrants come to America to be white. There are so many immigrants that come here and they just dye their hair blonde. Even though their hair isn't blonde. And mind you, this is including the white immigrants. Lots of these white people that people think are day one white Americans, they're not. These are white immigrants who dyed their hair to look like the day one white Americans, which are really just British people, Scandinavian people. Asians especially Asians and Hispanics, they love dyeing their hair blonde. And we just act like it's for no reason. Boy, y'all come here to be white so bad. And it makes it even worse seeing a Caribbean or an African. You're the original people. How dare you dye your hair blonde? You're a fucking disgrace. You're a disgrace. Oh, you're such a disgrace. Piercings in itself aren't bad. Actually, no. Piercing, it's just like the tattoos. You're most likely a thought. Because they'll have 4 of them bitches around here. Because I like the simple ones. Just keep it simple, man. Earrings. Maybe a nose ring. Women today do too much, bro. They'll have the shit inside the mouth. The tongue shit. Thoughts. Piercing on the belly button. Thoughts. Some will even have piercings down there. I don't have to explain that. It's just way too many piercings going on. Then we got the dermal. Just doing too much, bro. Piercings, it's the same bubble in the tattoos. The septum ring. It's just that's that liberal white woman, feminist bullshit that reached and creeped its way into the black community. Because if you look at the black women in the 70s, do you think they were wearing dermal piercings and tongue rings and all that? No. White people started doing that, then it creeped into our community, and now that's just what we do. Come on, man. What happened to this, bro? This shit is sad. What happened to this? Even though they kind of dressing like thoughts, that probably was the thought standard back then. But it's just damn, this is cool. This is cool. Not doing too much. And it was just simple. Hair, just gorgeous. Even though her hair is straight, like, who is this, Diana Ross? Like, this is like modest, bro. This is actually modest, not just tight clothes and calling it modest because it's a dress. This is pretty decent, even though it's showing a little too much, but this is good. This is good. This is better than what is today. This is actually perfect. This is perfect. This is actually perfect. This is perfection right here. This is perfection right here. This is perfection. This right here, perfection. This is perfection. This right here is perfection. This right here is perfection. This is perfection. This is perfection. Look at this, man. Perfection. Even though they showing a little too much. Perfection. Damn, bro. What the fuck happened, bro? It's a damn shame. Next, we have ungroomed. Easy red flag. Doesn't wear heels. This is actually a green flag. I don't know why. For some reason, we think, and this is in general, we think femininity really means stuff that's bought, when femininity is really what's naturally inside of you. Like, you know, we think femininity and we think lip gloss and earrings and dresses and all that stuff. Those are just add-ons. That's just things that women do. That's not actually femininity itself, but it's a womanly thing. It's a thing that a woman would do. But femininity is mainly just traits. And we kind of see heels as feminine when really heels, I'm not going to lie, bro. Heels is really what hoes do. And I know it sounds crazy. I know. Wearing heels is what hoes do. And especially heels like these. Like all of these, like, I'm sorry, bro. Only women wear hoes. I mean, only hoes wear heels. And these ones are the worst. Like, this is, like, nah, bro. Especially ones like these. Can't be trusted. Can't be trusted. Then we have addicted to coffee. Coffee is terrible. No. Hard drugs. Come on, man. Don't even gotta say nothing. Twitch streamer. It really depends on what the content is, but most likely it's gonna be some bullshit. So no. Always plays the victim card. This is what women are gonna do naturally. This is just, it's inevitable. So I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because it does. I'm gonna just put walk away tier. Physically aggressive. This is terrible. Like, why are you getting aggressive? But this is the effects of the whole feminist, liberal white women in the 60s and the 70s going, men and women are equal. So women, especially like black women, right, who basically think they could beat a man's ass. And I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, they'll get in a nigga face and they don't realize, like, this nigga can literally grab your neck and just snap that shit on some Mortal Kombat 10 shit. You know the thing on Mortal Kombat 10? When they'll, like, zoom in and it'll show the bones. Like, they will legit do that. But, and I'm not saying they should. Obviously, you shouldn't. Like, that should not be happening ever. And if it does happen, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta die. Yeah, being physically aggressive, huge red flag. Same thing with frequently cursing. Frequently cursing is another thing that's underrated when it comes to red flags, because cursing and vulgarity it's really a masculine thing. Like, if you're a woman and you're cursing and you're just talking vulgar, like, you're basically just talking like a dude. So, I don't know, something is off about it. I don't like it. Like, cursing and saying nigga and just, I don't know, something about it don't feel right. It's just not feminine, bro. Feminine women just don't do that. Now, I'm being technical here, because if you have a ratchet accent, I ain't gonna lie, you probably is ratchet. I was gonna say, if you have an accent, that doesn't mean like you're ratchet, because it's like, that's where you come from. But I don't know. If you have a ratchet accent, your ass probably ratchet. So I ain't gonna lie. You go in and run away tier. I can't do the ratchet shit. I'll fuck though. Then we have communication issues. What does that even mean, bro? I hate when they be communication. Like, what does that even mean? It's like, oh, I want a guy who's emotionally available. which really means I want a nigga to listen to the bullshit I'm talking about. I want a nigga who's gonna sit down and take all this bullshit that I be doing. That's really what that means. Communication issues, I guess I'll put it in walk away. Nah, I'll put it in walk away. But it's what you're gonna deal with anyway. Overweight. I can't have a girl who's overweight. And mainly because I'm thinking about the kids. If you're overweight, we're going to have conflict. Because if the kid eats a whole bunch of BS and a lot of it, because it's not just about what you eat, it's about how frequent you eat. And if you eat a lot many times throughout the day, eventually the kid is going to be like, okay, who do I take the standard of eating from? And most likely it's going to be me, especially if you have a son. The son is going to look up to the father. Same thing with the daughter is going to look up to the mother. Especially if you have a daughter, it actually might be worse. Because she's just going to follow her mom. And you know how women are. They're going to be like, oh, it's okay. It's just a donut. It's just like, no, bro. The food industry is one of the most evil industries in the game right now. And I cannot allow my family to be unhealthy. I can't. My kid, my wife, we can't be doing that, man. If you overweight. But I mean, it sucks because if you miss out on a woman being overweight, that means she ain't gonna have a crazy build. Because I ain't gonna lie, lots of them women with big butts and all that thick shit, that's overweight. That's just fat. Like, we don't really talk about it. Lots of the women who be having crazy asses, they're overweight. So you have to sacrifice that. And I'm cool with that. I like slim girls. They look good. So but then again, it's like them overweight women, they be loyal and they're most likely going to be good women. Nah, overweight is bad regardless. Frequently depressed, red flag. Doesn't work, no income. This is kind of a red flag. This is kind of a green flag. Yeah, this is kind of a green flag because I don't really want my woman working anyway. But I mean, if she does work, it's not that bad. And that doesn't mean she's not a good woman. But I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Disrespects waitresses, says a lot about you. Terrible. Only has crazy exes. Hell no. Which basically the black equivalent means she only fucks with hood niggas and has hood exes. Hell nah. Good on that. Smoking, nope, don't smoke. Anime, lame. Gamer girl, hell no. Masculine. Friends fan, you're a fan of Friends, hell no. Starbucks hipster, hell no. Are you a white girl? No, so stop being a white girl. Netflix binger, waste of time. Attraction to drug dealers, come on, bro. In and out of relationships, you're probably not a good woman. You're definitely either promiscuous, you don't listen, you don't follow your man. Yeah, if you're in and out of relationships, it really depends on the situation, but it's not good. Astrology believer, come on, bro. Make believe. Disrespects parents, hell no, especially if they're good parents. Choice of alcohol is beer, come on, bro. Are you a dude? Are you a white guy? No, stop being one. Part of a sorority, hell nah, getting passed around. Gender studies, hell nah, feminist. Gambling problem, why are you gambling? That's such a nigga thing to do. Uneducated, green flag. Educated women, fuck no. Plus 10 body count, terrible. And again, like I said earlier, it's so sad. Like, these women have 10 plus body count, but don't have 10 plus niggas that they cooked for. That's terrible. That's so terrible. Because sex is not viewed as what it should be viewed for, which is procreation. You know? And I'm not saying it should only be about procreation. I believe in having sex for enjoyment, even though I don't feel like it should be every single day. Probably on average 3 days out of the week. Because if you're a man, you're going to be doing stuff anyway. You shouldn't even have time to be just having sex all day. You're probably unproductive, and she don't need to be with you anyway because you're unproductive. But it's just so sad. Like, they really have more bodies than cooking bodies. Some have zero cooking bodies. I've never cooked for a man ever. Never. But got this body, that body. It's so sad, bro. Like, that really will show you a woman's value system. All you gotta do is ask them, how many have you cooked for, and does it match with the body count? That'll show you everything you need to know. That'll show you everything you need to know. K-pop stan, most likely anti-black. K-pop is just stealing from black people. We just act like it isn't. Because they're Asian. They're closer to white people. So they can do it. They have every right. Because white supremacy, white is superior. White lives matter. Subpar hygiene. Hell no. Subpar as a woman is crazy. Gold digger. But then again, most women are gold diggers. There's a difference between gold digging and you wanted a man to provide for you and you respect that man and love that man and follow that man. So that's kind of a difference. Disrespects animals. Kind of a green flag. Okay, I ain't gonna say that. Disrespect animals. Actually, no, like, they're a fucking animal, bro. And this is, again, colonization. Black people with dogs, you don't even understand. You only do that because white people do that. There's no ancient African history. There's no black history. We have no history with animals and dogs and treating them like people. I'm not saying walk up to a dog and kick it in the face, but that whole having animals and stuff, that's that liberal white woman shit. That's that have a dog thing, which is what white people said. We're not white, so why are we mimicking white people? And plus, white people came after black people because black people are the original people, so why would the father follow the son? We're literally fathers following sons, and it's just sad. Black people literally are the original people, but are following people who came after. It's a shame, bro. We're so fucking indoctrinated. It's like indoctrinated and don't even want to change it. Don't even want to think about it. Don't even want to think about how white supremacy has affected our minds in hundreds of ways. Because you don't want to separate yourself from it. Because you're a white supremacist. You see them as superior. So whatever they say goes. Whatever they believe in, you believe in. Whatever they say about black people, you believe it about black people. You're a white supremacist. You hate blackness. You hate yourself. If black people died, you wouldn't care. If white people dropped dead today, you would lose it. That's just how some of y'all think. And it shows. It really, really shows. It's so easy to read. Makes TikToks, run away. Usually some bullshit. Content creators, same thing. Usually some bullshit. Special women, it's just seeking bad attention, promoting promiscuity, being a thought. It's usually some feminist bullshit. Career woman. Yeah, it's never really good. And there we go, feminist. Extreme red flag. Extreme red flag. And this is very, very common. And we usually think a feminist is just believe all women. We think it's just some woman shouting, you're a misogynist. Like, no, it's so many. It's kind of like gaslighting. It's like controlling. There's so many layers to it. I'm gonna have to make a video on it. There's so many layers. Then we have extreme left, which really just means liberal. Really just anti-black and white supremacists. The left is full of white supremacists. So the left, liberalism, does not serve black people at all. It didn't come from us anyway. But we follow it anyway because we're indoctrinated. Same thing with the right. Coons. Same thing with the left. Coons. Same shit. Different tactics. The right, it's the same thing. It's the left is usually, abortion, fuck men, feminist, stuff like that. And then on the right, it's black on black crime, black men are criminals, rap music, hip hop is violent, Black people are violent, even though less than 1% of black people are violent. Just a whole bunch of cooning on both sides. It doesn't matter. If you're on the extreme right, you're a red flag. If you're on the extreme left, you're a red flag. Vegan, nah. I be eating meat, no homo. Excessive drinking, come on, bro. This is terrible. Don't drink. Takes religion too serious. Run away. And then most women aren't religious anyway. They just pick and choose parts of the Bible to not be loyal to their man. Like, they take stuff that they can just attach to. Like, they'll say, and I don't even want to say the Bible, but religion in general basically promotes polygyny and following your man. Most religions promotes one of the two, and they don't do that. They just pick and choose parts that fit whatever type of woman that they want to be. They just make stuff up as they go. And yeah, most women ain't really religious anyway. It's all fake. And religions are fake anyway. Especially Muslim and Christianity. I mean, they're literally created. And they have terrorized black people for centuries. And we are too scared to separate from it because we hate ourselves. And we only see religions as legit when an Arab makes it Muslim or a Christian makes it, aka white people. If a black religion started today, most black people wouldn't even join the religion. They would call it the devil. They would call it voodoo. They wouldn't even join it. Because that's how deep this shit gets. Sad. Overly active on social media. You have nothing to do. Yeah, that's super unproductive. Bad at driving. It doesn't really matter because I'll probably be driving most of the time. It's not that bad. It doesn't really matter. I could easily just drive. So that can be fixed easily. Anger issues. Fuck no. Dirty shoes. Shoes say a lot about you. Especially as a woman. If you have dirty shoes, I can't imagine what it smell like down there. Smell like damn farm-raised Atlantic salmon. Always wearing a hat or a beanie. That's a little weird. Doesn't take responsibility. Most women don't take responsibility. Aren't accountable for nothing. So it doesn't really matter. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Let me just put in walk away tear. It's going to happen though. But yeah. Unappreciative. Hell no. Yeah, if you're ungrateful, as soon as I peep that, out of there. Rock metal fan, hell no. Too much, and you're most likely anti-black. Same thing with goth girl. There's no way you're not anti-black. And again, most of this stuff, okay, this stuff right here, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't coming back from it. But stuff like this, it isn't the end all be all, but it's just likelihood. Like, for example, a car fanatic, she still could be a good woman. You know, she types in lowercase, she still could be a good woman. It's just not likely though. You know, she's a vegan, she could still be a good woman. You know, she responds, okay, I don't care, it's crazy. She's quirky, she could still be a good woman, TikTok user. But this stuff, I don't know. Plays hard to get, very, very common, especially black women because of indoctrination again. So it's basically just competing to see who cares the least, which is sad reality of most relationships today anyway. Everyone's just trying to compete for who cares the least. Playing hard to get is just ego games. It's ego games. That's how you know she don't really want you. You're playing hard to get because you're trying to control a man. So you're probably just masculine, most likely. Comes on too strong. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a green flag. That means she likes you. This is not a red flag at all. Use Snapchat. Come on, you a grown ass woman. Why are you using Snapchat? Then we have picky eater. Doesn't really matter. Horse girl. Doesn't really matter. If you like to ride horses, sure. Tomboy. Hell no, masculine. I mean, come on. Hardcore football fan, fuck no. Cheated in the past, fuck no, you'll do it again. Guilt tripping, it's going to happen anyway. So that's just how women are. Hiding the relationship. This is actually this really depends on the context, because actually no, this is bad, because there's two situations. The relationship can be hidden because she don't really like you and she don't really see you as that nigga, because if she did, she'll be trying to show you off, right? That's one situation. The second one is she's hiding it because you are that dude. But then again, this is that jealousy shit. And that jealousy and that lack of trust. She don't want to show you off because she don't want other women on you. And that means she's jealous, and that means she is really just selfish. And she probably is incompetent, because she knows she really ain't shit. And she know if other girls come to you, they're going to take you from her because, again, she's incompetent. So it's not really a good thing. Hiding the relationship is not good in either situation, because one is based out of selfishness and jealousy, then the other one is based out of lack of respect, and she really don't fuck with you like that. And then we have constantly makes you feel dumb. Terrible mindset. Hell no. Downplaying your emotions. Basically gaslighting. That's gonna happen with women. Seeks validation. This is gonna happen with women, but it is pretty bad. Man, it's so bad. The ways women seek validation. And again, seeking validation is not bad. It's just the ways they're seeking validation and the methods they're using to seek validation. Like, it's not healthy validation. Like this video, this is healthy validation. Like, I'm going to be validated by people liking and subscribing and all that, because that's going to motivate me to make more videos like these so black people can be better. So that's like a healthy form of validation. But women, most of the validation is just Instagram being promiscuous. That's really what it is. She needs reassurance. That means she probably don't trust your ass. So it's kind of a red flag. Holds you to a double standard. It's gonna happen regardless. Then we have holding you to a double standard. This is terrible. Setting rules for you when she didn't have those rules for another nigga. For example, she won't be a virgin, but she'll make you wait for sex. That is hell no. That shows you she don't respect you. And you gotta really have experience to understand, women who like you, they're going to give it up instantly. And not instantly, but they're gonna give it up soon. Like, they're not just gonna see you and pull your pants down and get to work, but they're gonna give it to you soon because they like you that much. And they respect you that much. And they understand that's what men want. And she cares about what men want. So she gonna give it to you. And holding you to a double standard, like making you wait, the 90-day rule, that just means she don't respect you. Cause any man she actually respects, that nigga ain't waiting. He ain't waiting. So why would I wait? Then we have energy drinks. Disgusting. It's just like coffee. Stoner weed addict. Don't smoke. Completely, just terrible. 24/7 on phone. This is likely. This is like 80% of women today. Clingy. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of a green flag. But if it's clinginess to the point where it's jealousy, clingy. What's the definition of clingy? Okay, this really just means they want you. So that's actually a green flag. Okay, they're adding all this extra stuff. To me, how I see clinginess is basically she likes you. Now, possessiveness is where we get, that's just jealousy. And if you're being possessive, that's technically you being masculine, because you don't set the standard, bro. I don't think women realize that. They don't set the standard. Men are the one who sets the standard. Parents track the location. This is actually a green flag. She probably has good parents, especially if they care where they're at. That's kind of a good thing. Eating disorder. What does that even mean? Impatient. Red flag. overly defensive. This is going to happen with women. That's just what they do. It is what it is. Drama queen. Yeah, this is bad. High maintenance. This is pretty bad too. Because high maintenance means really just a whole bunch of extra shit that we don't need that you're adding because you're insecure and you hate yourself. That's what high maintenance means. Now, if we're talking about a level of class, that's different. Like, you're living in a penthouse or all that. But high maintenance most of the time really means paying for my hair, paying for my nails, paying for stuff that you don't need, basically. Then we have addicted to gym. I already talked about the gym girl thing, and what video was it? I don't remember. It was a recent video. Gym girls are just hoes that eat healthy. That's how I feel about it. And it's so sad. Because I keep saying this over and over again. Oh, we just gonna throw this in here. Post gym pics on social media. It's basically like when I was talking about dressing for more than your eyes. If it was banned to wear biker shorts, leggings, and tight jogging pants, if it was banned at gyms, women wouldn't go. Because, they could want to go there to be healthy. One, you could work out at home. Two, how come every time y'all work out, y'all are recording something or taking a picture showing you what you're really doing this for? Even though it might, like, the gym still might be one of your goals, but it's not the priority. The priority is attention. The priority is really promiscuity. And it's just that feminist, liberal white woman, I could do it on my own. I'm getting in shape, getting to know myself. I'm on a self-healing journey. I'm on a self-journey of independence and all that bullshit. Yeah, gym girls, man, it sucks, bro. Gym girls is very likely. I'd say probably 60, like actual gym girls, I'd say 40%. But dressing like a gym girl, kind of giving the vibe of a gym girl, I'd say 60. When it comes to women in general, black women, gym girls, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably like 30%. But they dress like gym girls, though. I really, really hope I got out everything I needed to. And I already know I did. I'm gonna be editing this. I'm gonna be like, damn, I wish I should have said this. Because, man, it's so many red flags. And it's sad. It's sad seeing it. Because lots of these things don't have to be this way. It's just black women are indoctrinated. And mind you, this isn't to shit on black women. This is for black women to be better. I do not care about other groups of other women. I don't. The priority is black women. I love black women. Every woman I've been with was black. It's just indoctrination is ruining them. And they don't even realize it. It's ruining our families. It's ruining our communities. And when I say it, I mean white supremacy. Because that's what this is. That's the whole reason we got here in the first place. The reason these red flags exist, it all comes back to white supremacy. Just like, for example, the crack era. People talk about black on black crime and black people are criminals, this and that, but where did it come from? It came from the crack era. Where did the crack era come from? Came from crack. Where did crack come from? Crack didn't come from black people. It came from white people and Hispanics. It came from the government, which is full of white people. If we don't get out of this shit, bro, if we don't get out of these mindsets and stop trying to be white people, stop seeing them as superior and following everything they do just because they're white and they said so, and have our own values, have our own beliefs, own religions, like we're gonna just keep suffering decade after decade. The men are gonna get weaker. The women are gonna get more masculine, more promiscuous. The single motherhood is not gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. So yeah, I'm expecting misogynist. I hate black women. I'm expecting it. It is what it is, bro. If you don't understand what I'm saying, there's nothing that I can do. I'm not going to change what I believe because I know what I'm saying has good intentions behind it. I know exactly where all of this is coming from, and I can see the end of the tunnel when it comes to speaking out and actually changing this stuff. finding a good woman, starting a family with her, I know exactly what I need to do. It is what it is. People gonna feel how they want to feel about it. There's nothing I could do. Most black men are compromised and really don't have standards, scared to have standards. And then the women don't know what standards are, don't know how to follow standards and follow their man. So yeah, this was a great tier list. This was great. This video is super long, and I had a feeling it was gonna be. This video is super long. Yeah, I'll see you on the green flags video. This was amazing. Hopefully this can speak to somebody. Hopefully this can speak to somebody, man.